What's up, dudes? There's a lot of videos on YouTube talking about why they carry, and I think I've talked about carrying, but I never did a video about talking about why I carry, so I'm going to add to it. And it's a good video idea, and I'm sure there's some people who like to hear, you know, why I carry. Some people, anyway. Oh man. Well, I carry this Glock 27, and if I carry my 1911, it'll be that Colt 80 series right there. And I like to show the Colt awful lot because the 1911 100-year anniversary is coming up, and we definitely got to do a video for that when that happens, because the 1911 for me is the ultimate handgun. Any gun that hangs around for 100 years and is still in population as much as the same day it was invented tells me it's the best handgun ever made. I don't care about these modern handguns, how light they are and how reliable they are. The 1911's been put through the same shit. They put them in mud, they put them in sand, and this and that. Just watch any gun history channel. They do just as much torture tests as they do the Glocks and the XDs and the HKs. The 1911 holds up next to all of them. The only thing the modern guns have over the 1911 is not the design. It's not a better design, because you'll hear that a lot. Well, the 1911's an old design. The 1911 is a genius design, and it's the best design. The only thing the modern guns have is they have the polymer frame, and you don't have to worry about them as much with corrosion and all. That's the only thing it has over the 1911. But it lacks beauty, so whatever is important to you. So I will never ever accept someone saying that a Glock or an HK or a Springfield XD is better than a 1911 because the 1911 design is outdated. That is bullshit. Bullshit. Thank you. Have to defend it once in a while. Why I carry? Jeez. Well, a lot of people have my address. My shipping address. That ain't why I carry, but that's a good reason now to add to my reasons that I carry. I live in a neighborhood where it's heavily populated, and you got a gaggle of a group of fucking knuckleheads on every corner. That's kind of why I carry. I will not, which you are allowed to in Pennsylvania, but I will not open carry. Reason is because nobody open carries, so people ain't used to seeing a firearm on somebody. So if someone sees a firearm on somebody, they will call a cop, and then you gotta explain to the cop what's going on. Who wants to go through all that nonsense? You know what I mean? If you go in an area like New Hampshire or Texas or Arizona, or you can Montana, or guns are really accepted. It's like putting your watch on in the morning, you know what I mean? That's where you open carry. But if you live in a questionable area where you open carry, I wouldn't. I mean, I know you're making a statement that it's your right and all, but you're just going to cause yourself a big fucking headache. So, that's so I conceal carry. That's what I do. There's so many different laws. You can't if you carry, you're not allowed to carry in schools or near a school, which that makes no sense to me. Okay, because if some crazy maniac wanted to go to a school and shoot it up, by not letting us near a school with a gun, makes that situation worse. I'm telling you, man, knuckleheads galore. Yeah, if someone wants to intently do something, they're not going to care about what the law says. That's not going to help anything. Don't even get me started. I don't even have to bring this up. You guys are smart enough to know what I'm talking about. Because I ain't smart by no means. I got more cartilage in my head than brains. You know? I hated school. I fucking hated school. I was always in detention. I was always in solitary confinement. Teachers didn't like me. I used to get in a lot of fights. I used to fucking hang out in the woods while everyone else was in school. Yeah, I know. It's not good. That's, I don't know what else to tell you about it. I carry in movie theaters. Yes. You're in where I live, you're allowed to carry in banks. Of course. If you're not allowed to carry in a bank, once again, what the fuck? What good are you to society besides yourself when carrying a firearm? These other big YouTube channels, they talk about being sheepdogs, which is cool. I don't consider myself a sheepdog, but if I got into a situation where I had to protect somebody else, I'm sure I would do it. But none of us know how we're going to react if it ever happens. None of us know. You're not going to know how you're going to act. You might sit there and shake like a fucking puppy. You know what I mean? Like shitting himself in a corner, but it's still good to have a gun on you. Or something might just switch in your head and get courageous and take control of the situation, which I don't recommend, because I don't know. If a firefight breaks out, more people can get hurt. If some guy's going around, offing people, then yeah, get involved. You know what I'm saying? If you're cornered and you ain't got no option, pull your firearm. I would never pull my firearm unless it was the last thing. It was the last alternative. Unless I know, I was like, all right, this person's intending to take my life without a doubt. Then I would draw my firearm. Yes. Some guys would take it out over less situations, and I think, you're causing yourself a lot of trouble. You might spook the guy and he might shoot you. You just got to really try to be observant and try to study people and what you think they're going to do. Your human instinct will take you over and figure it out. So don't be quick to draw is what I'm saying. This ain't the Wild fucking West. You know what I'm saying? That's my view on it. That's how I handle it. That's how I look at it. And hopefully it does me good someday. Someone asked me if I ever had a gun pointed at me. Yes, twice. One was by a civilian, and one was by a state trooper. And the civilian one was, the gun wasn't pointed at me. We were sitting at a round table, and a friend of my friend's was in a lot of trouble, and his friend was at that table, and this guy wanted his ass bad. And the guy pulled out, I think it was a .357 stainless revolver. I'll never forget it, because when you're a kid you don't forget that shit. And he just put it on the table and started asking my friend where this guy was. Nothing happened. The guy was a little drunk. We didn't know what he was going to do, but none of us were armed, so he could have fucked us all up if he wanted to. It was that time, and I got pulled over by a state trooper, and it was my mistake of having my son's black water pistol in the glove compartment. When I opened the glove compartment to get my insurance out, he seen the black gun and he thought it was real. Yeah. And I had at that time, I think it was a Glock probably. He was pointing it right in my face, man. And I told him, relax. I was like, it's not a real gun. It's stupid for me to put that in there because it's my son's water pistol. But he didn't believe me, which of course he shouldn't have. And called a bunch of other state troopers, and they confirmed that it is a water pistol. And then I got a big lecture how stupid that was, and I almost got killed and all this. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, he was right. I'm not gonna say he's an asshole, because he was right. Do not keep toy guns in your glove compartment, even if it's a little water pistol of your son's or your daughter's. That's a little water pistol. Don't put it where you have to grab your information for your car. You know what I'm saying? Because from far away, especially in the dark, they don't know what the hell that is. They just see an outline of a gun and they think you're going to go for it. That was a close call. Yeah. So that's my little horror story. Another reason why I carry, it just makes me feel good that I can carry. It's a powerful feeling, not a powerful feeling like, oh, I got a gun now. A powerful feeling like, wow, I'm a decent human being. I'm legally allowed to carry a gun. Like half of my friends are not allowed because they're fucking what's the names? They have felonies on their records. Dumbasses. They have guns, but they can't. I don't even know how they have guns, but I know they can't carry. They can't get their carry license because they're stupid. You know, they did some dumb shit. But thank God, thankfully, I never did anything too fucked up to where I would get a felony. So, that's why I carry, because I can. Do I carry all the time? No, I don't. I don't carry 100% of the time. I carry when I think I need to. And in the carry rule of thumb book, that's kind of stupid. If you're going to carry, you should carry pretty much everywhere you go. But I don't. I'll admit it. I'm lazy. You know what I mean? If I'm going if I'm going to the store or something, like just for a minute, I ain't gonna put my gun on me to go to the store. But there's guys that carry their guns everywhere they go, and that's good. That's good. It's weird. I was watching Gargor 1981's video. He says he carries in his house. That's weird because I carry in my house too. I don't carry everywhere I go, but when I'm in my house, I carry. Ain't that strange? Because I'm in my basement a lot, and my upstairs front door, if it opened, I probably wouldn't be able to hear it. So at least if I'm down the basement making a video, I have my little Glock 27 on me. Little lifeguard there. But that's it. I'm not going to make this too long. A lot of people have been asking about shirts. I don't know what to do, man. Because last time I did it, all these people said they wanted shirts. And I swear to God, I'm not even lying to you. I swear, out of 80 people, 40 people came through. That's fucking sad. That's fucking sad. So here's what we'll do. We'll do a little test run. If you really want me to get shirts made, I was going to get shirts made with a 10K on the skull, make it look cool like that because of the 10,000 subs. With 1911s on it because the 1911 is going to be 100 years old. So that's the one that deserves to be on there. If you really want me to get shirts made, go to my email. It's just thearmorychannel@yahoo.com, and just let me know. I'm taking a toll, like how many people actually really want them, because I'm not going to go through that trouble again and for nothing, pretty much. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. To me, this is an extra large, boring ass video, but people want to hear about it, so here you go.